Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, so back again, another video. And today's one is going to be a little bit about doing what feels right, in the sense of like doing your life's purpose, or just doing what you feel you want to do without, fear of judgment, fear of like subverting expectations, just like all these sort of negative feelings that tend to crop up when we think about doing something new or different, or just like putting ourselves out there. You need to just ignore that, because all it does is suppress who you are and how you want to express yourself. If you suppress that, it will only lead to like tension and negativity within yourself, and you'll always feel like you're not living the life that you should be. And so even if, for like in my example, if you look back through my like YouTube, especially this YouTube channel, but even just like on social media in general, like I've done content on many different platforms, and none of it has been particularly successful, I would say, except maybe Twitch. But even Twitch, it's like if you don't keep it up, it fades, understandably so. People aren't going to stick around for something that isn't happening or isn't consistent. So but my point is that if you find that you've like stopped doing something that you love just because maybe life got a little bit busy, or you had other goals that you needed to achieve, and like put it on hold, or you needed to like pause to protect yourself, protect your sanity, whatever it may be, you should never, like, if it's still something that is true to you, then you should never feel like you can't just start it again. Because at the end of the day, it's not actually about whether you're successful or not. It's about doing what your heart tells you you should be doing, And for me, my heart tells me I should be expressing myself and putting myself out into the world, and not just talking videos like this, as much as I'm doing this, for myself, but also for the world as a whole. I feel I have something, however small, something to share that may help someone somewhere down the line. Just that makes it worth it, right? But of course, because I authentically feel like I should be sharing my experience and also my art, my creative output, I want that stuff to be out in the world. If I don't do it, then it's like I'm slowly dying, like my soul is, being drowned or something like that. It's I want to paint a detailed picture of it, because it really doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good if you're constantly suppressing who you are to please some imaginary like man, or just to like obeyed, is that the right word? Just to like suppress, or satisfy, maybe satisfy is the right word, satisfy a fear. And the fear is like, obviously, in modern society, the most common fear is like, how am I going to pay for survival? How am I going to like have shelter and food? Much as me personally, I feel like we could have already moved past basic survival as a society for everyone. That is not the case, and like this is not going to become a politics video. Maybe I'll discuss it at some point. But what this video is saying is, despite all the madness in the world, the most important thing you can do for yourself is to live outward. So you don't live in reaction to the world and what it's telling you. You live in accordance or in alignment with your internal self and what that's telling you, and however the world reacts, you need to accept that that's just the way it is and the way it's going to be, and that's okay. And like, of course it's important to be sort of measured and consider your responsibilities and make sure that you're taking care of all that. At the same time, it's important not to live in fear that doing any little thing out of the ordinary is going to suddenly like make your life come crashing down, because it's not, and most of the time, if you are doing something where it's maybe like questionable, most people are reasonable. They'll talk to you about it before doing anything sort of drastic. And of course, when it comes to the law, you as a responsible citizen of wherever you're living needs to know and understand the laws of the country and abide by them. But beyond that, as long as you're operating within like the framework of the society that you live in, you should feel free to express yourself. And as long as it's not causing harm to others, I think that's the main litmus test. Don't intentionally cause harm or even negative feelings. It's not like you could be like, oh, negative feelings is not really harm, they're such snowflakes. That is a position a lot of people take. At the end of the day, a negative feeling still is, it is just that, like you're taking someone's internal world is getting all stirred up, and some people find that funny, and obviously there are jokes and stuff that can do that and can be like in good taste, as it were, because you're just kind of like, that's the thing, and you sort of in a group of friends all do that to each other. That's obviously fine. But when it comes to someone you don't know, the general public, you don't know what someone's going through. So I think being a responsible citizen is important, but equally or even more so, it's important to express your true self. And that's it. That's where I'm going to leave it. Bit of a rambly video, a lot of pauses. I didn't really have these thoughts sort of fully formed when I started this. So, but again, that's kind of a part of the reason for doing these videos, is like compressing my thoughts into a more real and digestible format that I can even come and look back on in future. But again, hopefully someone out there is watching, enjoyed it, found it somewhat valuable and insightful. That's all I can hope for. And yeah, thank you for watching. Peace out. Catch you in the next one.